What's up, everybody? My name's Jarrett. I'm here with a Donquixote Doflamingo deck profile coming to you from Envision OPG, the premier One Piece TCG gameplay on YouTube. I just want to give a couple quick shout outs to everyone who helped me work on the deck. Jose Hoskunga, Anthony Casella, Kevin Shelton, Envision himself. They've all let me test as much as possible, and I've finally gotten the deck in a spot that I feel comfortable taking it to locals or even big tournaments. Also, I want to shout out Iron City Games, the premier game store in Birmingham. That's where we have most of all of our locals. They got a great selection of product from Pokemon to One Piece to Magic. Also, if you're ever in the Birmingham area, please stop by and say hey. I also just want everyone to know we are doing a giveaway of structure decks. So when we get to 25 subscribers, 50 subscribers, and 100 subscribers, we're going to give those away. So please like, subscribe, follow, get the word out, and we can help grow the community. So first thing we're going to do is start off with the leader, Donquixote. What he does is for 2 Don, when you attack, you can pay 1, look at the top card of your deck. If it's a 7 Warlord, cost 4 or less, you can put it into play for free tapped. It's a great value engine. You really underestimate how good it is until you're actually putting significant characters onto the board for free. And it's really hard for your opponent to keep up with the tempo of the game when you're just dropping beaters after beater after beater for free. We're going to start off the deck profile with a couple cards that I don't ever really want to play. They're just your basic 2K shields. We have 4 Alvida, 4 Mihawk. I never really want to play any of these cards. I think they're just better to block with from hand. In a tight spot, you can play Dracula Mihawk. He does let you for 1 Don draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards, so he hand fixes and kind of gets you through your deck a little more. But usually I never want to play him unless we're in a tight spot. Same thing with Alvida. I can't remember the last time I have played that card. I usually just block with both of them. We're going to start the deck profile out with what I believe is the best card in the game, Perona. On play, she looks at the top 5 cards of your deck, and you can rearrange them in any order, which is great with your leader skill when you're trying to play things for free. She is the ideal start. I usually hard mulligan until I see one. If you don't see her, the game's not lost, but the tempo is a lot slower. So really, if you don't see her, always mulligan for her. You want to go first. She is the optimal start. The only other 1-drop we play in the deck, as you'll see here, is Trafalgar Law. It is just the chopper of the deck. 1-drop blockers, they're essential. They stop you from dying. They get in front of things. Pretty self-explanatory. Now we're getting to the 3-drop Donquixote. Same skill as Perona. Check the top 5, rearrange. He is a 4K blocker, so he can get in front of things like Shanks. You can also play him off the top of your deck with Doffy, unlike Perona. So just a value engine card. If you don't see Perona, but you do see this in the opening hand, it's a completely fine keep. You're just a turn behind instead of just not having that effect at all and gambling with Doffy. So him, Perona, always essential with what you're looking for in your opening hands. Now we're going to get into what we want to play with Doffy. We have a Marshall D. Teach on play, bounce a 3-drop or less to the owner's hand. Great value card. Yeah, it doesn't hit off the bat because it's only a 4K, but it gets rid of pesky blockers, Okiku's, Nico Robbins. Just a great value card. Helps you keep tempo on board. Next, we're going to play 4 of Gecko Moria. On play, you can pick up a 4-drop or less 7 Warlord or Thriller Bark Pirate. So your Perona, it's super free. You play it off the top with Doffy, you grab a 2K block, you grab a Teach, and then you're just filling up board. There's been plenty of times when I go into turns with suboptimal boards or just no board at all, and Gecko Moria helps you pump out 2 to 3 characters. Great card. Would never play anything less than for one of the bigger engines of blue, really, especially Doffy. Next, we have another value card, Boa Hancock. She's a 5K blocker, and then for 1 Don, when she attacks or blocks, you draw a card. So she hand sculpts, she gets you the things that you're stacking on the top of your deck, 2K shields, blockers. She's really annoying to deal with. She's almost instant jet pistol fodder. Would never play anything less than 4. Next, we're going to play, I consider a package deal with 4 Kuma and 3 Pacifista. The Kuma is a 5K blocker that on KO, you can put the Pacifista in for free. And there's really no better feeling than putting a 6K body on board for free on turn 2 of the game, because you open a Pacifista, you play a Kuma off the top of your deck with Doffy, they kill the Kuma, you put the Pacifista in for free. You generate so much advantage for that your opponent's playing on the back foot for pretty much the entire game, because they're having to invest so many resources into outing your Kuma, or sorry, out of your Pacifista, that you can just continue to play what you want. Next is the card that we've recently gotten through regional promos that I think really pushes this deck to another level. It's the 4-drop Jinbei that when it's KO'd, you can bottom a card 3 or less. So if they kill it with a Zoro, you can bottom the Zoro, Nico, Okiku, blockers, anything. It's really great because it makes super awkward board states for decks to get rid of it. They don't want to into it because they're losing a card, and you really don't care what you do with it. You can swing freely with it. It doesn't matter. You don't have to hold it up because you're afraid of it dying. In fact, most of the time you want it to die. This card is great into matchups like Law, Kid, just because it's forcing your opponent to make awkward decisions, and then you're getting to just swing 5K at face every turn with no repercussions. Free cards are free. Next, we're going to our higher drops. We have 2 of the 5-drop Virgos. You can't play it for free with Doffy, but if you play it on curb, you are setting yourself up in positions to answer 8-drop Kids, Shanks, Rush Luffy's, things of that nature. So if you play that on turn 3, you're getting a ton of advantage if you've already dropped a Pacifista and things like that. It's really hard for your opponent to out. It's out of jet pistol range, so they have to have the Otama for it. And then you can follow it up with the 7-drop Crocodile here that I'm playing. We're not playing any events, so we're basically just playing this card for the banish ability. I have been testing it over the 7-drop Doffy. I like it because it has a counter where Doffy doesn't. Doffy bounces something to hand, which can be okay. It does help clear board and set your opponent back, but sometimes it's just not good enough. I really like the banish effect because your opponent has to either block it or they're not getting a card to hand, which is really important in some matchups like green, red. You don't want to give them extra resources, and if they can't out it, they really struggle to deal with it and the rest of your board. And the only thing I really have to say about Mihawk is it's the best card in the deck, if not for Perona. It's your boss monster. On play, bottom a 7-drop or less. It handles your 7-drop kid blockers, your Laws, your Rush Luffy's. Puts a 9K body on board. So that's why I'm playing the Crocodiles over Doffy, because we just want to remove the cards. Bouncing stuff to hand, they can still play it. Mihawk completely takes that card out of the situation. There are also times where you just go like on curb, Mihawk, next turn, Mihawk, and you're just taking the game out of your opponent's control. You know, they put a boss or a big beater on board, you bottom it. Now they're down a beater, you're up a 9K, and the card's just actually nuts. That's why I play 4 of it. I was trying it at 3. I love it at 4. I couldn't imagine playing it at any less than that. But that's the deck profile, guys. I hope you enjoy it. If you're a Doffy player, let me know what you like, what you don't like, what you would change. And if you're new to Doffy and you want to try it, this list has been super successful for me. I hope you take it to locals, and I hope you have a ton of fun, because Doffy is, in my opinion, the most fun leader in OP1. Uh, but I appreciate you guys for stopping by and taking a look at everything. And until next time, have a good day.